right, guys, we have another Testo booth interview. I promised you we were going to do the HVAC tools too, not just the thermal imager. So today I have Jamie here. He's actually a member of our coalition, a very active one, super helpful to all of our students, super helpful to our teachers. Jamie is going to talk to us today about a bunch of stuff going on with Testo tools, but we are going to also show you. So I think that's a really cool thing. So Jamie, what are we going to talk about? What are we looking at here, and what should everybody expect from Testo in the next year?
So what we're looking at right now is our probes, so our wireless probes. Everything's connected to Bluetooth. What we try to do is drive the people to go through the app to generate reports, gather all that information, so there's no discrepancies as far as what they're gathering. A lot of times after a technician leaves the job and goes back to the truck, they may forget some of that information. So this is going to help alleviate that problem, make sure that they get all the proper information and there's no wrong information being put into it.
Absolutely, I love that. So just looking at the probes, just looking at the Bluetooth tools from Testo, you guys, you can absolutely see the difference between them and other manufacturers. They're more compact. Ladies, they fit in our hands. That's all we can ask for, really. So Jamie, how does it work and what are we looking at?
It's real easy. All you got to do is connect everything to the app. Once you pull the app up, as you can see here, I have 10 probes connected to everything, which is huge. If you guys take a look at the big screen up here, I can scroll this up. So every bit of information that we're gathering is showing up here.
Wow.
I can get temperature, pressure readings. I can get air temperatures. So these thermal hygrometers takes the place of the old sling cyclometers, wet bulb, dry bulb, relative humidity.
Absolutely.
It gathers all that information very quickly. It responds very quickly, so there's no wait to what you're getting out of this information. And then once you're done, I can hit the start button, start to record all that information. Once I hit stop, I can hit save, and then here I can generate a report.
Proof is in the pudding, guys. Offering proof adds value to your customers, always. The more you can document with your tools, the better. Easier for you. Awesome.
There's no mistakes here.
What is the importance of having so many probes connected to a system, Jamie, for those who don't know?
So I can gather all the accurate information I need. Superheat, subcooling, I can make sure I'm getting the right temperatures, pressures, everything that I need is going to be gathered off of this, especially with the electrical side of it, because not only are we worried about what the refrigerant's doing, we're going to know what the current's doing and the amperage and everything like that. If the pressure's running too hot, too cold, what's going on with this. So this is going to get us all that information, make sure we know what's going on.
A complete picture, guys. That's what matters. We're always preaching at the coalition. Every one of you have heard me over and over and over again tell you if you're not testing, you're guessing. This is how we don't guess. This is how we make sure the entire system as a whole is working as the system should. Very, very cool, Jamie. So talk to us about electrical stuff that you have going on here. What are we looking at over here? Mel, if you want to move in a little bit to show them. Like, what are we looking at here on the side connect?
So this
Watch
is
out, because she's recording too.
plant meter. So I'll pull this out so you guys can take a quick look at it.
Perfect.
This is one that's a little unique. The ones you normally see kind of open up as a jaw. This is more like a jackknife.
Oh, I love that.
It's nice being a former contractor myself.
Yeah.
I like it because you can get into a tight spot, grab what you need, and close it up. This particular one here runs off Bluetooth as well, so that's pulled up on the report. It's got all the wiring you need for it. It's got the micro cables on there, so when you're going to go in and test the boards on a mini split, it makes it a lot easier.
Absolutely. I love that.
What's nice about this is it was developed for the HVAC guys.
Yes.
Gals. It's not for an electrician specifically. So this has everything that you guys would need as far as HVAC systems.
Perfect, perfect. So, Jamie, is there any, for the commercial industrial guys, what I love about Testo tools is that I have been able to recommend them to commercial industrial guys, have it not cause a problem with the bigger units that they're working on. What would you recommend for the commercial industrial guys for like a starter kit for Testo tools?
I think the probes are definitely a good starter kit to go with, especially the 549Is. You know, it's easier to walk around with, put them in a backpack. You don't have to carry around a heavy piece of equipment. If they're going into these deep freezers, I would say the 558S because it's made for those lower temperatures.
Love it.
It won't take the air temperature and skew what you're reading, or if you're getting actually reading the temperatures and pressures coming off the unit itself.
Awesome.
These are NTCs, so you're getting more of an accurate reading off of that temperature than you would be with the thermocouple.
Yes.
The range is a little shorter, but it's more accurate, so it depends on what your need is.
And also, I mean, we all have this problem, no matter what brand you use, unless you're using these Testo clamps. Now, if you can just show in here how it's connected to the pipe. Look at this rounding on the connector itself. Good luck getting a bad connection with that design that way, and that's something that we fight all the time in our industry.
What's nice about this as well, we've had a lot of people say, well, it's not big enough to be able to put a bigger pipe in there. What's nice is you can pull that probe right out, put it on the pipe, wrap it with some heat tape, and it'll keep the same temperatures. Doesn't matter the size.
Perfect. So any size. Those commercial industrial guys were saying, they come to me and they say, I really want to use Testo, but I don't think they make tools big enough for me. And I'm like, these tools are so interchangeable that they absolutely make tools for you. What about for residential? What would you, if you had to pick like the first, for a brand new tech, the first 4 tools that you should hook up with your app if you're starting out?
I would say start with the Manifold, the 558S. It's our newer one. It's got a color screen. It's touch screen. It's a little more in tune with the younger generation, which is good to have. Definitely need the 115i clamps. Have to have that, especially when you're doing super heat stuff. And then these thermal hygrometers. This is definitely something that's a lot better than the old style.
I know that.
It does dry bulb and wet bulb really quick.
Yes.
Relative humidity. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. We've got to calculate super heat at some point. These are the way to go.
For sure. Thank you so much, Jamie. We're really excited to see what Testo has already stormed the market in the last 2 years, I would say. We're really watching you guys. We're really excited to see what else you guys come up with. I love the fact that you guys are contractor oriented. That's what you're designing tools for. It means a lot to us as a coalition to have you in there as well, helping people out and always, commenting and helping people move forward toward the truth of the big picture of the whole diagnosis. So thank you so much.
I appreciate you having me in there. Thank you.
Of course.